Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Brittany, and today we are going to do yoga for headache relief. This one is less about flowing and more about just kind of getting into those postures and making those movements that help to release some tension. So it's all about getting comfortable. If you would like to grab a pillow, any blankets, and I would encourage you to take your hair down if it's pulled back, just to relieve that, and we will get started. So we're going to start seated. You can just find a comfortable seat anywhere, and it doesn't really matter which way your legs are. You want to sit up nice and tall. And then I'm going to start with some neck rolls. So on the inhale, let's take our left ear to our left shoulder. Feel the elongation here on the right side of the neck, so breathe in. And on the exhale, just roll it back. On the next inhale, right ear, right shoulder. On the exhale, roll forward. Again, to the left, breathe in. Exhale to the back. And you'll want to slow down or take extra care in those areas that feel extra tight or maybe even a little bit crunchy. Inhale, right ear, right shoulder. Exhale, roll forward. We'll take it the other direction. Breathe in, right ear, right shoulder. Open mouth, exhale to the back. Left ear, left shoulder to the front. We'll take one more round. And if this is feeling particularly good to you, to the back. You can keep doing this. Just put me on pause. To the left. Exhale forward. Now we're going to take our left hand out to the left side, just nice and extended, so a long line here, and then take your right fingertips to the left temple very gently. We don't want to put too much pressure. Just start to draw the right ear towards the right shoulder and using your hand for support. Breathe. And then slowly release. And we'll take it to the other side. Right fingertips come out to the right, left fingertips come to the right temple, and just gently put a little bit of pressure on the head. Slowly release. And then come back to center. Maybe just do some shoulder rolls, bringing the shoulders up and back, up and back. And then we'll reverse it, back and up. Inhale, back, up, and hunch. Okay. You can keep doing that, or if you're ready, we'll make our way to a table. I don't want to spend too much time getting up and down, so just kind of go with your flow and your pace. We'll check with our alignment right away. Knees underneath the hips, wrist underneath the shoulders, belly button in. I'm going to start with my toes tucked, and on the inhale, drop the belly, lift through the chest, cow pose. On the exhale, round, press everything away, untuck the toes, cat pose. Inhale to cow. Exhale to cat. One more round. Inhale to cow. Exhale to cat. We'll find a neutral table. And then I'm going to take my right hand a little bit more towards the center of the mat. Lift this left arm up and high. And then on the exhale, we're going to thread this left arm underneath the right and find rest on our left cheek or our left ear. And this right hand can come beside your face for balance. It can wrap around your back, or it can extend overhead. You can keep the hips lifted here and just try to imagine yourself almost like a dish towel, and you're wringing out any tension in the back body. The back can be supported by drawing that belly up and in, Or if it feels okay here, just kind of release and see if you can't spiral your chest upwards a little more. And then we'll come out the same way we came in. Start to press into that right hand, left arm towards the ceiling, and then let it land. Neutral table. You can take a cat-cow here to kind of reset the spine. And then we'll take it to the other side. Left hand towards the center. Right hand swings up towards the ceiling. On the exhale, release, threading the right arm underneath the left, finding rest on your right cheek or your right ear. And then that left hand can be used as support, as a wrap, or overhead. With each exhale, see if you can't twist a little deeper. Trying not to breathe so loud so that it doesn't echo up the headphones. And then we'll come out the same way we came in, pressing through the left hand, sweep the right arm high, and then exhale, neutral table. You can take a round of cat-cow, and then start to tuck the toes, send the hips up and back. We'll do a brief down dog just to make our way to the top of your mat. Take it slow. When you get there, let's hang in a forward fold. So I'm going to grab opposite elbows here, and then I'm going to keep a bend in my knees, especially if this is your first time moving here today. Just keep the belly close to the thighs, so however much of a bend you need here, let the head and neck hang heavy. That's the important part, is that you can feel the release in the neck and in the spine. You can sway side to side if you'd like, or maybe even back and forth, or you can just be still here. If you find yourself tensing back up, re-release into the neck. Let the head be heavy, filling up the belly and the ribs with each breath. Exhale. And then we'll slowly roll up. And we'll come to a wide-legged stance, taking it slow. We're just coming into another forward fold here. So you want to take your feet a little bit wider than hips width distance. Kick the heels out just a tad and turn the heels in a little bit. Or heels out, toes in. When you get there, you're going to lift up through the chest, find some length. Exhale. And then I'm going to interlace my fingers behind my back. If this is a lot, you can just grab opposite elbows. Puff up the chest. And as you exhale, we're going to lead with our chest forward into a forward fold. Pressing the knuckles towards the ceiling or even letting them fall overhead. Again, let the head and neck hang heavy. If you want to get a little more into the legs, you can widen your stance a little bit. Again, heels out, toes in. So you can roll those sit bones upwards towards the ceiling, maybe even put a little bit more weight in the big toe. And breathe. If you have a grip, slowly release your hands. They can come to the mat, or they can even come to your ankles. Whatever feels good to you here, even if you have like a block or some pillows, and if you want to find some rest on those here. Head and neck are releasing. The back body should be opening up a tad. And then slowly start to find a halfway lift. Take your hands to your hips, take a bend in the knees, and come all the way back up. Exhale, you can wiggle your feet back on straight. And then we're going to come back to a seat. It doesn't have to be fancy, just find a seat, and you have two options. I'm going to turn around and face the wall. If you don't have a wall nearby, you can do it here on the floor. But I'm going to turn around and face the wall, and we're going to take legs up the wall. This is kind of my go-to for a lot of things, for insomnia, for restless leg syndrome. The wall obviously helps to have some support, but if it's not available, just shooting your legs up in the air will have the same effect. And again, it's really nice to not have your hair in a ponytail, especially right here. But while we do this, you want to extend through the back of the neck. So you want to have your chin tucked just a little bit so we're not straining the neck. And then I'm going to take my left hand to my heart and my right hand to my belly. We'll breathe in, fill up the chest, fill up the belly. And on the exhale, release the belly, release the chest. Inhale through the nose, fill up the chest. Fill up the ribs, fill up the belly. On the exhale, release the belly, release the ribs, release the chest. Keep doing that at your own pace. Just feeling your hands as they rise. Feeling the fresh oxygen just being sent throughout the body. The legs may start to tingle and get warm, and that's okay. It's so good for your circulation. And while we're here, just breathing and resting, it's a good time to take your attention to your shoulders. A lot of times, even here, as I'm breathing, I find myself kind of tensing up in the front body, so see if you can release. Let your body be held by your mat. Let the arms be heavy, let the chest be heavy. Let the back teeth part, let the muscles of your face relax. The tongue can fall from the roof of the mouth if it's there. We're just here for a few more breaths. You can continue this for any amount of time. It's such a good thing to do before bed, especially. But if there's days when I feel especially grumpy, I find myself right like this, and it usually gives me the energy boost and the mood booster that I'm looking for. We'll take one more big breath in. Sigh it out. And then we're slowly going to make our way to a happy baby. So if you're up against the wall, you can stay here. I'm going to move back to my mat. Actually, I lied. We're not going straight into a happy baby. Slowly make your way to your back. And we're just going to bring both knees into the chest. And on the exhale, we're going to bring our nose to our knees. And then release. You can do that one more time. Inhale, squeeze everything in. Exhale, release. Let the feet come down. And here's where we're going to head into a happy baby. So you can bring both knees back into the chest, flex through the feet. Option to grab the big toes or the outside of the feet here and kick the heels towards the ceiling. If this is a lot, you can do one leg at a time. Just fill up the belly with each breath. You can play around with making your exhales a little bit longer than the inhales. So you can breathe in through a count of 4 and exhale to a count of 6 or 8 if you have it. And you can find movement here or find stillness, whatever you need. You can give yourself a little love by massaging the bottom of the feet. And keep extending through the back of the neck, keeping that chin tucked just a little bit. I keep having to move my ponytail so I can do so, but too much hair to not have it pulled back right now. Okay, slowly start to release, bringing the heels back in, letting them come to the mat. And then I'm going to take my arms out to a cactus. It also feels really good to grab opposite elbows overhead, so your choice. Feet are going to be hips width distance, and you can just kind of windshield wiper them left and right. And then option for now is to go back into that legs up the wall or head into your final resting pose, your Shavasana. I also want to offer up, I'm going to go ahead and come up to a seat. I want to offer up some opposite alternate nostril breathing. This is great, especially if you have any sinus issues or pressure through here. You're going to take your ring finger to your left nostril and your thumb to your right nostril. So again, option to end this video now, or if you're ready to breathe with me, take that finger pose, sitting up through your chest, belly's in, crown is up. And we're going to inhale, pressing the right nostril closed, opening the left. Breathe in through the left. Close both nostrils and then open up the right. Exhale through the right. Inhale through the right. Close both. Exhale through the left. Inhale through the left. Close both. Exhale through the right. You can keep going. Also, if you need to grab a tissue and continue, I should have cued that beforehand, but it's a good time to just clear all that out. And then you'll just find that that breath is really cleansing and it kind of relieves some pressure through here. So especially if you have like allergies or sinuses, just repeat a couple rounds of that alternate nostril breathing. And again, if you have a headache, there could be many reasons why, but I would encourage you to take your hair down if it's pulled back, maybe breathe some peppermint essential oils, and really focus on the breath during this time. Less of a flow and more of a just releasing any tension and pressure. So thank you for joining me. I hope this helps, and I hope that you have some relief. Thank you.